Okay, so at this point we have planned out our imaginary map, and we'll pretend mine's done. Obviously it's not, but once that planning is done, then you're going to get a strip of, you're going to keep it next to you, and you're going to get a strip of watercolor paper. And to set up for this, you're going to need water. You're going to need watercolor brush, nice brushes. You're definitely going to need a paper towel to dab your brush on, a pencil, some watercolors. I'm going to leave those to the side for now, and then some white gel pens, and maybe some other color gel pens too. So I am just kind of looking at my one that I planned out, and I'm just thinking about some of the shapes. So I had the parking lot here, and I'm going to go a little more lightly with my pencil. I don't want to go too dark with it, and then I kind of went into school, and I'm going to draw school out like this. Now I'm going to make that space between A block into kind of these different sections like the climate map. And then I'm going to have that kind of line between here, which was the water, and I had space between A block and B block, etc. So that's how I'm setting mine up. And I'm going to have these like kind of different moments. Maybe I'll have some little ones like this. And I'm kind of considering a climate map. When I do this, I'm actually going to bring in a little bit of the idea of a topographical map in there too. And then I'm going to get my watercolors. So what you'll do with these is you'll just kind of put them to the side near your paper towel there. And you can use maybe your small brush and kind of get your paint colors ready. Now, if the color you want is a mixture of some of these, then you can kind of bring some of these colors onto the lid. You're just going to have to wash the lid at the end of class. And you want to try to keep the colors clean if you can. So I'm going to work this up and take a lot of this blue. And then I'm going to kind of wash my brush off a bit and take the next color, this green. So I'm going to make kind of a blue-green color. And with this kind of blue-green color, as long as there's not too much water in here, which I think this is okay. If you're worried about it, you can dab it on your paper towel a little. I'm going to bring that color into this area. So this is a calm moment before homeroom. And I can kind of fill this in with that color. If I want to have some more concentrated spaces, I can do that by kind of layering this. And I think I'm going to kind of bring it into a more calm space and add some more blue to it. And take this next color, dab some extra water off my brush, and bring that next color in. And that's a little more blue here. I'm just kind of playing with some of these. Here's A block. A block's going to start off kind of pinky. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open this up and get out some of the sort of purpley pinky colors. Bring those in. I might add a little bit of blue to that color. And this is going to be kind of a calm happiness to start the morning. I might change it as it goes. It might get a little more hectic. So let me switch into a little less of the blue, a little more of that pinky color. although this is wet, so I want to leave space, so I'm going to leave a little space between those. This is B block, so maybe I go into some different kinds of feelings. Then maybe I'm starting to get just a touch tired, and I'm going to kind of take my day in a new direction. Or maybe I'm getting a little aggravated because my B block's kind of challenging or something like that. So bring in some reds and oranges together here. Kind of bring that into my B block. Dry, I can play with the idea of the gel pen too. And this isn't really dry yet, but I might come in here in between these two colors. Is this one dry? That one's kind of dry. I can come in between here and kind of build up the gel pen a little bit. And it's tricky to see. Let me zoom in a bit. It's tricky to see it, but the gel pen actually really does change the texture of the paper here and the color between these. Maybe I'll try to get some gel pens in other colors too, so you wouldn't just have to use white between them. Maybe use a different color, different contrasting color. But you do have to wait till the watercolor is dry. And you may have to here and there kind of clean your gel pen off, especially because this is watercolor, so it's water soluble, so the color can kind of spread as you're using your gel pen a little bit there. I don't like that pencil line, so I'm going back up to it. And then maybe I do that here too. You can kind of figure out how it makes sense for yours. But we can do some cool things with kind of crispening those lines with our gel pens. So your next step is to experiment on one of these thin pieces of paper using gel pens and using some watercolors.